everybody, today we're talking about vowels. We're going to compare jungle vowel and Italian vowel. So let's go grab them right now.
So the first plant we're grabbing is the jungle vowel, also known as the Vallisneria americana. These are different from the Italian vowel, mainly in their shape of leaves and their color. So they have like a more earthy tone, darker greens, brown shades to the leaves, and they're also thicker. The leaves are thicker and kind of rougher than Italian vowels. But as for parameters, they're all the same. Jungle vowels also grow slower than Italian vowels, so that's one thing to keep in mind. And obviously that's also dependent on your water parameters and sunlight and all those factors. Also, look how clean those tanks are. Dinah just cleaned them and they look so good. They also get up to about 20 inches, so Italian vowels make the perfect background plant. They're very tall, very long, they grow really quickly, and they're really easy to care for. So we'll get into the water parameters in a bit. And now we're going to talk about the Italian vowel, so I'm going to grab that. And the scientific name for this is the Vallisneria spiralis. So we're grabbing that, and these leaves are much thinner and like stringier, and they have like more of a vibrant green to them rather than those like earthy dark green brown tones. And these leaves also seem to be thinner than jungle vowels, so they just kind of like flop over immediately rather than like, I don't know, I feel like the jungle vowel, they kind of stand up more when you pull them out of the water. So there you can see that bright green and the thinner leaves. And again, Italian vowels are just as long. Actually, I think our Italian vowels are longer or taller than our jungle vowels right now. So let's talk about some water parameters for these things. Look at them side by side. You can see the difference in color and thickness. And look at those roots. So because of those thick, durable roots, they're not very likely to be uprooted by bottom dwellers, which is great. So some water parameters. They prefer 64 degrees Fahrenheit to 82 degrees Fahrenheit and a pH of 6.5 to 7.6. I saw for jungle vowel the range was 6 to 9, so within relatively the same range. And they prefer moderate hardness for water as well as low to medium light. Italian vowels prefer low to medium light. If you put them in high light, they'll grow faster, but then they're more likely to overtake the tank. They are extremely durable and hardy. They will withstand pretty much any range of light. Jungle vowels do seem to prefer that like moderate to higher light, and that may just be because they do grow slower. And to avoid overtaking of the tank, you can trim them. Some sources said to trim them close to the root, and some said they trim them just like you trim hair, so they just snip the ends and kind of maintain that. So just see what works best for you. They do grow again very quickly, especially if you're putting them in higher light, and CO2 is not necessary for these plants. These plants grow through runners, so the runners grow from the roots underneath the substrate, and they'll grow in the direction of sunlight or the direction your water current is. If you're noticing maybe one side of your tank has more regrowth than the other side, it may be your lighting or your water current, so check that out. If you're experiencing melting of leaves or tearing of leaves, the plant may be stressed. So when you purchase a plant and you're moving it from the tank at the store that you or the facility you bought it from to your own plant, it is adjusting to its new home. So it may melt before it regrows and thrives, but I promise it will regrow and thrive as long as you have the proper water parameters. It's very common for most plants to melt before they look better. They also have to get used to being completely submerged in water. Some places grow their aquatic plants outside of water with just their roots immersed, and then when you put them fully submerged in water, they're not used to that, and then they'll melt, but they will regrow. So which one are you going to put in your tank? if you have any Vals, let us know any other tips that you have for people who are looking into buying Vals. They make a great addition. The fish just love to swim through there. We wanted to show you guys what it looks like in a tank with fish. They were swimming in between the leaves and they seem to love it. So let us know your tips. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.